Hello YouTubers, today I'm going to show you how to make a Minecraft server. So first off, you can open up a new folder. Name that folder your server. I already have one. I'll call it tutorial server. And I'm going to show you how to make Bukkit and a spigot server. Yeah, this calls Bukkit too. Okay, so you have these two new folders. We'll start off with the Bukkit one. If you want to just see the spigot one, then just skip to, I don't know what time it'll be, but anyways, to make the Bukkit, double click, open your folder, then right click, go down to new, make a new text document, and call this start. Okay, we'll leave that there for now. And then we'll go to the Bukkit website. Where is that? Oh, I can't see anything. Let me move that. Okay. Go to www.buck. Actually, no. We'll go to Google. Alright. Type in Bukkit downloads. I'll have the link in the description. So here will be the builds. Go to recommended builds, because development builds are usually not right, but looks like 1.6.4 is the latest. So you should just go to the development build 1.7.5. Download that. Take a couple seconds to download. Now we show this in the folder. Take it and drag it onto your desktop. Alright, so your desktop's right here. Click it, drag it onto your desktop. And then we're going to rename this to just Craft Bukkit because we don't really need that. Alright, so now you have your Craft Bukkit. Put it into your folder. Now we're going to put the start code for you to, so you can start your console. You can go to, let me move this back up. Alright, so go to your start, and it's a blank thing. You're gonna have to go to this one website that I will have the link in the description. It's right here. And if you have Windows, you use this code. If you have Linux, you use this code. And if you have Mac, you use that code. I have a Windows, so I'm gonna use Windows for this tutorial. So copy. And then just paste it into here, into your start notepad. Then pretty much it's done. If you want to add more RAM to it, you just add this value. So I'll just keep it at 1 because it's a tutorial. So it's called, and then the name of the file is Craft Bukkit, just like right here. If you named it to something else, then you have to change just this portion, and remember to keep the jar in. So we're gonna save as start.bat, because this will make a bat file right here, and then we could just delete this file. We don't need that. Double click on the start, and it's going to say loading libraries, please wait. I have a server already running on this port, but hopefully it'll load all my stuff. Okay, now I loaded the properties, so I'm going to go in here. It's already on the same port, so I'm going to just change it to 25566. You don't have to because you won't have a server, so 25565 is the original port. Let's start that again. Move that back up. Alright, now it's preparing the files. Give it some time to finish. Okay, now it's done. It says help. Okay, I'm back. So now, you go into your server properties. I'll just give you a quick run through it. So edit with Notepad because I think it's plus is better. All right. So op permission level. This sets how much permissions you want your op to have. Allow another. That's pretty self-explanatory. You enable another or not. Level name. So that'll be like the name of where everyone spawns. So it'll be like the world file. And then enable query. It's used for like if you have a certain plugin and it asks you to enable query, it's like to allow your server to send information out. It's on default, it's always on false. Allow flight, you should set that to false. Announce player achievements, you put that's whether if, let's say at the start it says getting wood. If you want everyone on the server to know about it, then it's set to true. But if you don't want it and it's kind of annoying, set it to false. The server port is the port it's running on, so it'll be whatever your IP is, and then it'll be colon your port. But if it's 25565, you don't have to do that. The level type is default. Enable Archon. That's kind of it's like, you know, if you have like a hosting, you know how you're allowed to go on all their like consoles. It's kind of like the same thing on here, but it's kind of hard to set up, and I haven't really set it up yet, and it was kind of hard. The level seed, if you want to have like a default seed that you like, just put it in there. And then force game mode, it's when you join. Let's say if you're in creative, and then it forces you into survival. The server IP would be your public IP. To find that out, you'd open up a new page, and then you type in the chat, not in the chat, the browser, what's my IP? That's not that one won't be the right one. You just go to any other one, and it tells you your IP right here. Okay, so now, okay, so max build height, that's how high you can build, but that's from Bedrock. So let's say if you made a default world and you have like all the overworld, that will also count in the block height. Spawning NPCs, that's spawning like not real people. Whitelist, that's not allowing people to join your server. Spawn animals, it's self-explanatory. Hardcore, it's making it hard. False. Snooper enabled. I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna skip that. Online mode is whether you want to make the server cracked or not. So meaning people with not legitimate accounts can join your server. Online means it's all premium. If you put false right here, then it changes it so even other people can join. The resource pack is the same as a texture pack. PvP set to true so people can fight each other. Difficulty 1. Enable command blocks. Command blocks are those blocks where you can put commands into them. It's default on false. Game mode is if you're in creative or survival. Player idle timeout. I think that's when they're in game and they go AFK, how long they can go AFK for. Max players is how many players you have on the server. Well, at the time, how much you allow. And then spawn monsters. That's mobs. Generate structures. It's like buildings and crap like that. View distance, how far, the default on how far you can view. And the message of the day, the MOTD, change it to whatever. So hi, my server. File. Save that. Alright, now let's close that. Alright, well the video is gonna end right now, so click for part 2.